Hello guys, welcome to
Pedro,
my
yeah, Pedro
stream,
may be more of a
and
number 10, but neither have been in the game too much
the
as
game
yet.
has been
Brighton have
pretty
struggled
rapid
to get the
fire
ball into their
so
front
far.
players.
United looks quite comfortable on the ball, and here comes Martinez. Martinez to Casemiro, and Casemiro passes it back to Harry Maguire, who moves the ball forward.
20 minutes
Amad
of
Diallo
close combat.
leads back to Onana. Martinez on the ball. Onana. United look quite comfortable on the ball for the past few games against the class with Brighton. United have conceded some goals, lost most of them. I believe they lost 4 out of last
Manchester United
4 games against Brighton. So Brighton have been a bit of Achilles heels for
to stick with Eric Ten Hag.
United, but this is a different United side.
They've started this game reasonably well. One thing they haven't done particularly yet is spinning behind that Brighton defence. They've got a lot of players who want to come to the ball.
United these days plays with 4-4 formation, so they do press high, just like at the moment. And the ball is back with Brighton's keeper. Brighton are a brilliant team, and even this season they have quite a good team, good squad. They have good squad there. Last season they did struggle a lot with injuries.
Pedro.
While saying that, here comes Brighton, but there was beautiful tackle from Kobe Mainu, who won the possession back for United. And here comes Bruno to Mount to Ahmad. And here comes Diallo.
Jallo. Bruno Fernandes. Lisandro Martinez.
And here comes Martinez.
Rashford.
And United trying to move forward, and that's a ball. He handled the ball there. How is that not a yellow card? That's just blown my mind right there. He completely dragged the ball with his hand. Look, that's a blatant call, man. Should have been called. Should have been carded. I mean, lucky to get away from being yellow carded there. Blatant call, man. And Bruno with free kick here.
Stranger in chief.
Now will it be Diallo? Last time around Diallo did take free kick from similar position. And that's a dangerous cross. Ooh, should have been a goal there. Casemiro missed. Open header.
That ball was delivered. He looked as though he was a fraction off.
That was beautiful cross.
Starts to run early.
You know what? I think Ahmad is a pretty good
May well have just been a fraction off.
for FPL player as well. I mean, he's really cheap and he takes in some set pieces as well. I have got no idea when or if he will be replaced with Garnacho as the season progresses, but at the moment we've got no idea. And frankly speaking, as a United fan, I would love to have Diallo play in that position and Garnacho take over Rashford's position, because Rashford does not provide any. Ooh, that's a great play from Brighton.
Minte.
Here comes Minte. Minte to Milner.
It was blocked by Martinez.
And this is a great chance for counter attack. But United can't capitalize that situation. And it's a throw in for United. Dallo with the throw in to Martinez. Back to Onana. United are looking to control the game, but it's been really difficult so far. I mean, they are getting the possession, but they have not been fruitful going forward. So that possession means nothing at the moment, but slowly they might start to dominate this game. But while saying that, here comes Brighton, and that was a beautiful tackle from Mazraoui. Mount to Diallo. Diallo back to Mazraoui. Brighton are not really pressing as hard as they used to in the past season, so it's been quite easy for United to keep the hold of the ball in their run half. And Casemiro with a long ball. And that's onside as well. Back to Maguire. Martinez. Dallo. Martinez to Bruno. And that's a lovely ball from Bruno to Mount.
Dallo, Mount again.
Mount again.
Bruno
Fernandes. Oh, he did try that Trivela cross, but it was not any fruitful.
Outside the box, that United do fill it. Both Rashford and Ahmed, the wider players, both got themselves into an area where they could score a goal.
And Bruno is going to take the corner as well.
These threats assembling by Maguire. Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno with a corner, and yet Diallo. Diallo to Bruno once again.
Side of the boot.
Oh, that's a brilliant cross. But no one could hit the ball, and the ball's back with United again. Casemiro to Maguire. Here's Dallo. Dallo with a long range shot, and that's not a goal. Ball was not too far away from the goalpost there, but maybe he could have opted for something else, because that was way too far. And Brighton do like to play from the starting there from back line, so United do have the ability to press quite high, and oh, United nearly got the ball there, but couldn't control the ball.
It's been played an awful lot of times over the years. It's only the 34th meeting.
Almost half an hour into the game, and the keeper's had to make a save.
So far it's been pretty uneventful game, because none of the two goalkeepers have to make any save so far. And here comes Onana, starting the game from the back line, as United normally do.
Manchester United made no mistake in a replay at Wembley a few days later, which they won 4-0.
Smith must score, was the famous line.
It was, from the great radio commentator of the day, Peter Jones.
And that's a long ball from behind to Minte, but Minte couldn't get to the ball. Oh, Minte nearly stole the ball from Onana there. But luckily, Onana did clear the ball, and it's a ball to Brighton.
David Beckham's professional career. Some of us old enough to have been at the Goldstone ground 32 years ago when a callow 17-year-old came off the bench to make his senior debut for Manchester United.
Brighton with the ball.
And in fairness, he did okay after that.
Here is Minte. And that's a ball again. This time it's by Dallo. Mount with the ball, and that's a brilliant tackle from Dunk. But Ahmad, this is a brilliant chance for counter-attack. Pass it to Rashford, but the ball is behind Rashford. And can Rashford produce something from here? But that was a really bad pass from Diallo. He did have two choices there, and he opted the wrong option. But that's brilliant pass to Mainu, but Mainu is offside. This is a good play from United, and all of a sudden United looked threatening in counter-attack. He should have passed it to Bruno when he had chance, but he opted to go Rashford, and that was very close in terms of offside call when he passed it to Rashford, but he should have passed ball ahead of Rashford, but the ball ended up behind and Rashford couldn't continue his run. Here comes Maino, and that's a steal from Minte. Brilliant skill from Bruno. He keeps the ball, but that's a bad pass from Rashford. What is he doing? Bruno was being pressured on the ball, and Rashford still passed it back, so that was a bad choice. But here comes Brighton moving forward. Pedro with the cross. Oh, that was a very dangerous cross, and that's a goal. It's scored by Welbeck, and all of a sudden Brighton lead 1-0. This is a bad start from United.
When that first ball came in, Harry Maguire probably should have dealt with it. As it turns out, he doesn't.
And Brighton lead the game 1-0.
Side, and we've hardly mentioned Mitoma or Danny Welbeck in this game. I don't think he's had too many touches at all.
Oh, that was a...
Inside the 6-yard box to tap.
First of all, that was threatening ball from João Pedro. No idea how everybody missed the ball there. But then cross from Mitoma was the one that got scored. That was fairly easy cross because he was near to Welbeck and he could have shot as well. But he went for a pass. And that's something we didn't see with United. It was saying that here comes Mazraoui. Mazraoui to Diallo. Diallo with the cross. And that's a goal. That's an offside. But what a cross from Diallo, man. Completely got everybody off guard. Everybody in Brighton's defense were asleep there. And that's offside. Even pass before to Mount from Mazraoui. Mount was offside. That was some goal if had it counted, but I think it will be offside, yeah. It was fairly clear that the goal was offside. And Pierre Cech has just given the result. It's offside. And all of a sudden game is alive.
Prior to that, Danny Welbeck's goal came with his first touch of the ball inside the Manchester United penalty area.
And here comes Casemiro with the ball. nearly got the ball back to Rashford.
It's academic, but it was actually a pretty decent save by Jason Steele in the midst of all that, the first effort.
Nothing he could do with the second
Milner.
one. Rashford's heel.
Well back to Milner.
Free playing advantage here. Yankuba Minte.
And here comes Minte.
Safe hands in Anna.
That was a pass to Mitoma, but Onana intercepted it. And did quite well.
Liven the game up. Perhaps a match that needed a goal. Just over half an hour into it. It'd been a lot of good possession from both sides, but neither of the two teams able to fashion too many chances.
And Onana opted to play with his feet. Passes it straight to Obi Mainu.
James Milner.
Mainu back to
Same can be said.
Martinez.
Danny Welbeck, who will be 34 in November.
Martinez back to Mainu.
For Manchester United, Arsenal, Watford, and now successful.
Mainu to Dallo. Dallo to Maguire. Maguire to Diallo. And that's a mistake from Diallo, but United win the ball back.
A central role to play here.
United are trying to play a game with slow build-up, but I think they need to start having energetic
Fernandes.
runs
Mason
just like
Mount.
this. And here
Rashford is
comes
central.
Mount.
Through it, didn't reach him.
That ball was nearly threatened ball, but Vanek
Mason Mount
has
Bruno
intercepted
Fernandes
the ball.
combining outside the box, allowing the two wider players, Ahmad and Rashford, to try and get themselves on the end of it inside the box.
Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno with corner,
Ahead of Gilmore.
and Brighton clear the ball. United with throw-in.
Ten Hag, 'cause by and large his team have done okay. Fairly soft
Ten Hag
goals to
looks
give
quite
away.
stressed there.
Should have dealt with the initial cross.
I mean, they are losing game 1 goal to nil against not so strong Brighton side.
Bruno Fernandes.
And that's a dangerous ball. Mount. And that's a save from Steele.
The flag was up again.
Shot
I
had
think
power
it's to
behind,
Bruno Fernandes
but
for that initial run forward.
lacked the direction, straight to the keeper. And still made fairly easy save. Nearly fumbled the save actually, but still that was a expected save from Steele. And Brighton start from behind. As always, they do pass the ball out from the back line, and they have brilliant passers in back line as well, including Beltman and Dunk, who are the senior player in Brighton squad. And Panic, who is a new addition. And here comes Brighton.
Maguire.
Maguire clears the ball. Milner.
Gilmore.
Milner to Gilmore.
Mitoma. Hasn't seen too much
Gilmore
of him as
to
an attacking force so far.
Mitoma. Tries to get past
No, it's actually
Mazraoui, but
Minte on the right that's been
couldn't.
more effective
Ended up
than
with a
Mitoma,
cross,
but
and that's
set the
throw in
goal
for
up.
United.
Missed the last 3 months, didn't he, of last season, and his return is a big boost for Brighton.
Dallo with a throw in.
The players have fewer touches of the ball than Kaoru Mitoma. Maybe there should be another category map for telling touches.
Well, Erling Haaland doesn't have too many touches in a match. He does okay.
It's not wildly good news for Manchester United when they do go behind in the Premier League, especially away from home.
And that's a
One of
ball
their last
from
24 away
Gilmore.
Premier League games when they've conceded the first goal.
Maguire. Back to Onana.
Very nearly
Here
played
comes
for Eric
Maguire.
Ten Hag. Ten Hag was taking over as the manager of Bayern's reserves.
Mount.
Just at the
Mount
point
to
that Hurtzler was
Diallo.
on the exit door by Bayern.
Diallo is surprisingly looking less sharp.
Into the fifth tier of German football, where he became a player coach.
He is making too many mistakes in attacking third. Here comes Maguire. Maguire to Martinez. Martinez to Rashford. And that's a brilliant ball to Bruno, who nearly wins the ball back from Panic, but Panic is strong on the ball. And once again,
Casemiro.
it's with Bruno.
Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno crosses the ball, but
Steele in control.
still intercepts the ball.
United with a casualty.
And Rashford is on the ground here.
Flash it down. Yeah, do you know what? He picked the ball up a moment ago and he went to beat Joel Veltman. It looked like he had the beating of him for pace.
It looks
You'd
like
to see
he's
that
hurt.
more from him, wouldn't you? More positivity from Marcus Rashford. Just caught by Veltman actually. But he'd like to see
It
him
could
be
have
more
been a
positive
foul,
in
but
possession and take his
it was
man
just two players coming together. Tangled legs there. And every player that
Just
brought in
edging it, more of the
Mazraoui
ball,
must be
more
kicking airs,
attempts on goal,
punching airs.
but
I
it's
mean,
Brighton that have the lead.
Mazraoui was never a good choice if we were bringing him in as a
Veltman.
attacking fullback, but I mean, he is good attacking wise, but still, this is a United side that's pretty unpredictable. I would have brought in Garnacho actually, but I was skeptical if he was going to start or not, and thankfully I didn't bring him in, and because he is not starting this game. No idea why, because he is pretty much the main man for United side this season, apart from Bruno.
João Pedro.
But maybe he's on Peter, tired after
Minte.
Copa America. That was
Fair switch.
he did reach still finals, but here comes United ball with Rashford. That's a brilliant tackle. Mainu,
Mainu. Impeded.
and that's ball from Minte. And that's bad thoughts from Mason Mount there. Could have capitalized if the thought was right, but
Few around the bowl of the stadium leaving their seats.
he missed us the ball,
Refreshment.
and the ball ends with Dunk. Dunk on the ball here.
In some cases, shelter as well. Those of each of the stands are open to the elements.
Passes it back to Vanek. Van Hickey. Steal on the ball. Brighton are playing patient game here. They want to control the game, control the
Casemiro.
possession. But while they do play like that, United are threatening side, especially in counter-attack, because they have some of the
Lewis Dunk.
most rapid player
Milner.
you could have in a team, and Rashford wins the ball back. Tallo to Onana to Martinez, and here comes Tallo once again. Mainu,
Probably one extra minute here.
who couldn't
Gilmore. João Pedro.
keep the possession of the ball, and here comes Brighton with attack, but United somehow get away from that.
Just a bit too slow, Man United. Opportunity there to go forward, and Mainu ends up just standing on it and going backwards. People wanting to come to
United
the ball
are playing very slow game here.
And run long and stretch Brighton.
Ahmad Jallo.
And here comes Diallo. Tries to pass the ball back to Bruno, but to no avail. And ends up falling the player. Pinsalud wins the free kick for
starters and finishers. There's his finishers. He might well need them in this second half. A goal behind and work to do.
So far, it's been very boring game. Not many things happening. United does have better shots, but that's just one certain target for both teams. And United's certain target was straight to the keeper. So United have not even tested Brighton's goalkeeper, and that's quite poor when you think about it. But while saying that, here comes Diallo. And Diallo passes it straight to Gilmore. And United win. Throw in here, but Diallo has been really poor.
Just about do it for the first half. Greg Paulson's whistle. Brighton enjoy a half-time lead afforded them by Danny Welbeck. In the 32nd
goal from Danny Welbeck, ex-United player.
Club career scored against the club with which he won the Premier League 11 years ago.
Welbeck was part of United's team that won the Premier League, that lifted the trophy 11 years ago. That was during Ferguson era. And ever since that, United has won nothing. I'm talking about Premier League. So yeah, if you had Mitoma, who was quite popular Brighton asset, then that's a brilliant game for you guys. If you brought in Mazraoui, then I'm sorry, I mean Mazraoui was never a good choice, because if we're targeting United's defenders, then I think apart from Diallo, we shouldn't buy any other, because Diallo do provide attacking threat that others don't. And if you guys have brought in Mazraoui or Martinez, then you should have been targeting the clean sheets. But this week and the week after, I mean game week 3, they have game against Liverpool, and I don't expect any clean sheet there. Even as a United fan, we might win the game, but we can't get clean sheet, because United's defense is quite new. Because if you think about it, Mazraoui is a new addition, and maybe De Ligt will start against Liverpool, and he is a new addition. Martinez has just been back from his injury, so that's a no-go as well. So when we think about it, United's defense is still unsettled. We don't have Luxa, who was one of the biggest part of our attacking game. He has wicket crossing ability, and that ability can be replaced even with Diallo. Diallo is not playing on his strongest side. He is covering up the position for Luxa. So there are quite the issues for United in defense. Even in midfield, like Casemiro does not have legs anymore. He can't run like he used to. He can't seize the ball. He can't pass the ball brilliantly, but that still does not qualify him to be a top center defensive midfielder for United. And that's been Achilles' heels for United this season. Maybe Ugarte will come in, and after a few games, maybe the defense will be settled, and then we can target United's defense even with Onana. I'm sorry, guys, I am a bit sick. So, yeah, it's been a pretty uneventful game. 3 shots for Brighton, 5 shots for United, just 1 shot on target for both teams. United are ahead in terms of possession and passes, but it's very, very slightly. And if United continues to play like this, then I don't think they will qualify as a top 4 team in the league. If we are targeting Champions League, then we will have to perform better, especially against teams like Brighton.
Brighton, the lone club to score 3 goals the opening weekend, have won this morning. So far, so good at home on top of United, 1-0 to score.
Let's
So
check.
glad you're with us on this Premier League
FPL,
Saturday. A busy Saturday
Welbeck
on the
is
screen.
ahead in terms of
Robbie Earl,
bonus
Robbie
points.
Munster, we got a lot to get into here. The
So
highlight,
if
we'll
he
take a closer look at
gets
United's
bonus
structure,
points as
but
well, then
Robbie Earl, let's just start with
6,
Brighton.
9
They have the
points.
lead here. Didn't have as many chances early
9
on as
points
United,
per
but they got the
striker
goal.
is
Well, and probably
not
didn't
bad.
have as much possession and as much
And
control
Mitoma
of
got
the ball
himself
that Huxley would
assist,
have
who
liked.
was
And maybe that's something he's saying
slightly
at
more
half-time,
popular
but
than
very
Welbeck.
similar to the game last week against Everton. They, I wouldn't say ride their luck, but they get themselves, stay in the game, then they get the goal, they score the goal they haven't yet conceded, and all of a sudden their football starts to play. Particularly like Gilmour and Milner in the midfield, they're looking to set the
let's
play
see
up, and
Brighton
whenever they
effects
can, they've got width with
about
Minter on
ownership.
one side and Mitoma on the other side, who are really looking
Mitoma.
to stretch Manchester United in those wide areas.
Yeah, maybe one of the questions with Hurtzler, 31 years old, connects with the players. Does he have it tactically, though, to match up against some of these
Well,
teams?
Mitoma is not
particularly
as
Brighton,
popular
we're
as
looking for
I
that
thought
because
him
they've
to
had
be
Brighton
because he is
managers
just
in-
on by
in Potter and De Zerbi that do
4.6%
things that's like,
of
wow, that
player.
particularly Roberto De Zerbi last
That's
season was like, wow, this
that's
is
very
different
marginal.
and very cute in the way that they build up. This
And
isn't
let's
like
see
that.
Welbeck's.
This is different. This is more of a so far
That's
standard 4-4-2 pretty much from Brighton. A little bit of movement with the front players. Nothing kind of unusual in terms of the way they build up. So I
and
thought
yeah,
for the
same
most
with
part,
Danny
it was kind of
Welbeck
even.
as well.
The game was kind of even,
Just
which isn't great for Manchester
4.2%
United really when you
ownership.
consider their opponents at Brighton. But I think for
Going
the new
ahead,
manager,
maybe
it's
we
like,
can
okay,
target
it's pretty good. The goal goes
the
in.
players
Just
after a
stay
game
in
against
game,
Arsenal
like
because
they
Yeah,
that's
they
stay
stay in game.
probably
No,
the
they don't
second
wait for their
too many
moment.
hardest team
forward.
to play against
It's standard kind
this
of
season
stuff. They've
after
got exciting
City.
players come off the bench, and in the squad they've bought some good players.
You know,
So
probably
it's
the
exciting,
hardest
but
for
it's nothing
attacking
crazy tactically.
because Arsenal are the best
Start
side in
his,
defense.
young career as a manager here in the Premier League. Geico first half highlights, though. It was Manchester United, Robbie Musto, that had most of the positive chances.
And as
They
always,
did,
United
yeah.
has
We talked
been
about the wide players, and a lot of this football match is going to be what happens in the wider areas.
Oh.
Dallo this time with a brilliant ball in, and Ahmad here just. Me and Robbie are screaming in the studio.
But I
diving
think
headers
United will
because you
come
see it
back.
coming across,
I
you see
think
it
new
all the
signings
way.
will
He prefers to go with a volley.
make their way into the
And when
team.
it's a high volley,
Nine
it's just harder to control. It's
Delic
harder
might
to get a
replace
high volley down than it is a diving header. Another opportunity here from the set piece. Casemiro he'd be a little frustrated
yeah,
there because
that cross
he timed
should have
his
been
run
scored
really
from
well, right through that back line of
Di
Brighton.
Diallo.
And maybe
That was a
doesn't realise
brilliant
there's
cross
people
from
behind him, but
Diallo
he's
as well.
frustrated with something,
And
but
Diallo
that was
just
a good chance
missed.
for Casemiro.
It was not a
Frustrated
seater
there, they're
because
definitely frustrated after
cross
this.
was coming in with pace, but
Again, ball, it's a really good ball in from João Pedro.
Yeah,
Strikers
United
all
have
the way
missed
from the
some
front
chances.
line. Again, the wide area, the cross comes in, and former United striker Daniel Welbeck is there to make it 1-0. Now, from Man United's point of view, chain of events, they got outnumbered. They basically got outnumbered as the goal goes in. Initially, got to be closer. That's too much time for the player to serve the ball in. Then you look at Martinez. He's on James Milner there, Ahmed. He's pulled away from the centre. Two players had two markers. When it goes wide, one of those markers has to go outside. And Martinez, number 6, looking at 17 when he should be looking at 18. Right in front of him. Dallo isn't there as well. They get outnumbered at the back post, and Brighton, again, nothing crazy. There's your front players. And Welbeck always celebrates when he scores against Manchester United, he gets the tackle.
So, Musty, if you're Eric Ten Hag, on balance, that first 45 minutes, how are you feeling?
Just okay. It's a little bit, not enough. Good football at times, build-up play. The structure looks pretty good. I said it before the game kicked off, this is about wingers.
what a pass
Man
from
United's
Mitoma
wingers,
for the goal as
nothing.
well.
Ahmad
That was
a
just
few little runs, but he gave
next
the ball
level
away late on.
stuff.
He didn't take his chance. Rashford's been quiet. There's good wingers for Man United that's waiting to come into this game. Garnacho would be one of the first off the
What's up,
bench.
chat?
Anthony is there as well. That would do more than
Two
that.
people
Amit's doing
watching at the moment.
So from the
both
attacking
had the
side
ball,
of it.
though, Rob, haven't they? Both had the ball in wide areas, but looks like there's a little lack of confidence to take people on. Once or twice, Rashford's.
I was slightly late for the stream. I had some technical issues.
There's no penetration from Manchester United. Possession's been okay, but the penetration, the asking
But
questions
we
of
are
what
here.
attack for is where Man United have been poor.
And talking
quiet,
about FPL,
and
I mean,
think
I
if
did
you change it really
make
early,
transfer
then you have players on
from
the bench that have
Ola
done well in the
Aina
last
to
game will be itching to get on
Rico
the pitch.
Lewis from Manchester City.
Really good, Ahmed. And here are a couple of examples of one.
But the thing is, we have no idea if he's going to start or not. I mean, Walker should be starting at some point, but as of now, I think Lewis is a safe pick. I won't have him as a long term. I might actually sell him for someone else next game week because I am hoping for price increase for Lewis. He is on by very limited number of players, just 2.1% ownership. That's the biggest differential you could have. And apart from Lewis, I have gone for pretty much the safest players. It's same as the last time. Henderson on the goal, Gabriel, Arnold, Robinson and Rico Lewis in my defense. Nkunku, I might buy Eze in place of Nkunku for next game week, but let's see how he performs against Wolves. He did score for Chelsea in
I think you could make a change straight away
Conference
from
Leagues.
half-time. I think Garnacho is absolutely
Was there a
ready to
qualification
go
for
on. Ahmed
Conference
had
League?
four
I have no
first
idea,
half.
but
I really like Ahmed.
Nkunku
Great
did
to see.
score for Chelsea
And
last time
Zirkzee is another player that did well
in the
last
latest
time.
game,
Definitely
and that
his
was a
players
penalty,
engaged
so
continues on the same way.
maybe, just maybe, finger crossed, penalty duties will be shared in between Palmer and Nkunku. Both are brilliant with it. And if Nkunku does take some penalties, then that will be a game changer for everyone.
And I said,
So we'll have to wait and see what happens there.
you ain't gonna stay in the team because if
And talking about
Zirkzee
Eze,
comes
they
in,
have sold Crystal Palace have sold Anderson, who was instrumental in the defense, and attack starts from defense. So maybe that will affect. For now, we'll have to wait and see. And that's the only reason I didn't buy Eze in place of Nkunku this time.
2 weeks of this season, but
I was thinking of doing -4 as well, but with transfer rumors that's going in around Crystal Palace, and there are some things that I don't like what's happening with the team. So I opted to go with Nkunku for this time around. And I am hoping that he scores points for me. Then I've got Salah, who is my vice captain. What can I say? Salah is just one of the most threatening players, and it's astonishing to see how many players actually have opted to go without Salah. Some have gone Palmer over Salah, and that just confuses me because Chelsea are not well-settled team. If you are going for the low-priced player, then I can think about that. That's a good option to have because cheap players do not really need you to big space, you know. But going for Palmer, who is 10.5 millions in a very weak team, unsettled team, where every personnel changes every season, and such having a premium player from such mess of a club is very bad choice. Then I got Smith Rowe, who plays against Leicester, and I hope he scores some bangers. He is still not in his peak in terms of physical fitness, but let's see how Smith Rowe plays. I mean, he is one of the cheapest assets, safest assets when you think about it, so no problem for me there. Then I got Diogo Jota, who is a captaincy out along with Salah, but I am the best player, the best captain for this game week. Then after Jota, I have Isak, who was unfortunate in last week because Sarr got really early red carded, and Newcastle had to pretty much play with 10 men, and that did affect when they were going forward, but still Isak backed himself an assist. I actually feel sorry for FPL players who captained Isak, because had Fabian Sarr not been red carded there, Newcastle would have scored bangers. Then after Isak, I've got the man for Game Week 2, and that's Erling Haaland. I am expecting big things from Haaland. Haaland has fairly easy fixture against Ipswich. Ipswich were quite good last time around, but they were demolished in second half after Liverpool made some changes. And even though Rodri is still not back, I think City are going to be walk in the park. City are going to have walk in the park there. And I hope Lewis gets some assists for Haaland as well. So yeah, that's my team. It's actually crazy because I got 72 points and still rank 1 million is mark. That's crazy, because if we're just talking about few seasons back, then those kinds of points would have gotten me somewhere like 300 or 400,000 ranking. But these days so many players play FPL, and that's a good thing for us FPL creators as well.
A little bit about potential changes here for Manchester United. Got the indication with some of the pictures we saw that was going to happen.
Yeah, there's some players been warming up at half-time. Xerxes we saw warming up. We'll see in the next few minutes whether there's been changes made. You know, as well, we talked a lot at half-time about the attacking players. It's still a bad goal to concede, by the way, you know, defensively. That's something that they will need to talk about and address, because that was a standard crossing, goes wide, and then the return cross is scored by Brighton. That's not, you know, they should do a better job of stopping that sort of goal.
I just wonder as well, with Xerxes, Rob, he came on, he scored last couple of minutes against Fulham, just where
and game is about to start.
I don't see Mason Mount. Diallo is out there. Don't see Mason Mount. Just wonder if Xerxes, if doesn't start, we'll soon be on.
Xerxes, the 87th minute, the game winner and the lone goal for Manchester United. It has been confirmed.
Players, United players in the tunnel.
Xerxes, who scored the
They are
goal against Fulham last Friday.
getting out of the tunnel finally, and
needing a comeback if they're going to pull off the same result today.
Yeah, and this
I am
guy's
expecting some changes here.
At the start of the day about intriguing things in the Premier League. This guy is intriguing. He's different.
But from what I am seeing, it's intriguing because they have not made any changes.
Skillful, he changes direction.
I was hoping to see Xerxes and Garnacho coming in, but maybe we'll have to wait some time for that.
Brighton, who currently have the advantage.
Xerxes is another great addition for United. I mean, he was brilliant. He played about 10 minutes and still got Man of the Match award. And Xerxes is coming in, replacing Mount, I believe. That's the first substitution for United. And yeah, he's coming in place of Mason Mount. And it's good to see this lad. I mean, what a player this guy is, man. Phenomenal. That last goal he scored for United, silky smooth thoughts, placed the ball perfectly. And Brighton looked to attack right from the start. Here comes Joao Pedro. Pedro to Minte to Milner, and that's a poor shot from Milner. Could have passed the ball, but ended up going for shot instead.
Suppose the best young player in the Italian top flight.
And that's not a good start from United when we think about it, because having conceding shot just from the start is it puts up United's player slightly. I mean, it's not that effective, but still, it affects players' mentality. And here comes Onana with long ball to Rashford, but Rashford can't get to the ball. Garnacho, who will surely make impact this game because he can provide that directness that United is lacking at the moment.
Lift and Garnacho going through their paces.
Zergzi. Back to Dallo. Dallo to Maguire. Maguire to Martinez. United need to be more direct on attack because they are playing very slow build-up game, and that's not really having an impact in this game. And there are Garnacho and Delict warming up. Maybe both will be substituted in because we are losing the game and we need some energy there. Martinez and Maguire is not the best partnership for United because Maguire is extremely slow, and the main strength of Martinez is his mobility. So when Martinez plays with Maguire, he has to sit deep because Maguire can catch up to the attackers. So his main strength is not being utilized properly. Dallo to Onana. Onana to Maguire. Bruno. Mazraoui. Maguire.
Casemiro.
United are keeping the hold of ball, but so far it has not amounted to anything.
Menu.
Dallo has been fouled there.
Maguire.
Really good out of possession as well. Structure the team.
Here is
Really condensed.
Casemiro.
They are pushing-
Casemiro, long ball. And United are looking to attack here. All of a sudden, United have the possession of ball in attacking position. This could be a threat.
But often wants to come in on his left as well and get his shots away.
Brighton's first corner of the game.
United have considered a corner. This is the first corner for Brighton of the game.
And the weather got considerably worse over the course of the 15-minute half-time interval. This first
And the rain is pouring. It looks more like waterfall there in the field.
James Milner. Van Hecke got the flick.
Minte and Zergzi pressing in defense. But here comes Gilmour. Back to Dunk. Every attack that Brighton goes for, they look like a threat. And that's something that United lacks because United have made some attack that looked threatening, but the final pass, United just lacks that final passing ability at this moment. And here comes Joao Pedro. Pedro to Milner, and that's a great goal and clearance from Diogo Dallo. And United in counter attack ends up fouling Casemiro, but how is that not foul? Come on, ref.
Maguire across.
And Maguire clears the ball.
Maguire kicking the ball out of touch because he thought that Lisandro Martinez was still down. He actually made his way back alongside.
Just like I told about Casemiro, he can make some good passes. He is still same player that used to play for Real Madrid, but he just doesn't have legs to run anymore. And right there, in right that counter attack, we could see why, because when Casemiro started to run, he was miles ahead, but still couldn't get away from Brighton player that was chasing him. That is one thing that concerns me as a United fan. But maybe we will sign Ugarte this week. But if we play with the same team, then Liverpool can tear us apart. But I hope that is not the case. And the ball is with Onana. United just does not seem to be able to attack.
Two number sixes for Brighton, both coming to get the ball. This year, it looks as though he's going to try and push James Milner on.
Onana on the ball.
And have one as the link.
Maguire. Martinez.
Xerxes.
Mainu. Casemiro to Martinez. Dalot. Back to Casemiro. Maguire. And that's a nice ball to Xerxes. Bruno. Oh, that was a great chance for United right there. But just like I was saying before, the final pass looks kinda iffy. Even here. Oh, that was a good ball. First toss were poor from Bruno there. The ball bounces up and he can't get the shot away. He did try to shoot the ball but ends up hitting the ball with knee. And here comes Dunk. Just look how fast Brighton actually attacks, because they are the team that likes to keep the possession of the ball, pass around the players to attack, but they are just a bit more direct, and that directness makes them much more better threat going forward. Gilmore to Minte. Minte to Welbeck, but straight to Onana this time. It was a free header and Welbeck should have done better, but it's good for United that he missed the ball. He missed the goal.
This time he does come back on his left. Difficult one for Welbeck to generate the power.
And here comes Bruno Fernandes, but he can't pass the ball. And just like I said before, United needs to keep the whole of the ball or prepare before their final pass. He had time, he could have waited. Mazraoui gets the ball back for United and Diallo. Xerxes was open there, but that's surely offside. No? Yeah, that is offside. Rashford should have tossed the ball there because
they are really willing to press.
Mainu was already off there.
Distance between back and the front is really tight.
And the pass was made.
Goes back, they both step up.
Yeah, even Rashford was offside position.
Been really willing to do that.
So yeah, that's a good decision from ref. And it's free kick for Brighton, which is going to be taken by Steele. Dunk.
Dunk. Engaging
What a
Mitoma.
ball to Mitoma. From Dunk.
João Pedro.
Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro looks like he's going to be number 9 for Brighton for a while. Because there were rumors of him being replaced by a
Milner
new
making himself
signing,
available.
but
Lateral run.
if he performs like this, then I didn't see that happening quite early.
Free kick.
And that's a free kick that's been won by
Quizzically,
James
the
Milner.
referee, but he did pull his shirt.
Diallo
It's
ends up
quite clear.
falling Milner.
I thought he'd won the
I'll
ball.
be back in a sec,
I
guys.
think he was
Wait for
initially
me.
saying that Milner had a hold of him first, but he definitely dragged Milner's shirt.
Swell of the Brighton chorus. Confab between Milner and Minte. One nearly twice the age of the other. Minte. Oh, Welbeck's header. Mitoma. Maguire. Not once but twice, Harry Maguire. Manchester United dangerously close to falling 2 behind.
Yeah, he's already got one. He's nearly got a second. His movement's been great all day. Just to find a couple of yards of space. He's really unlucky. Decent header, guides it past the goalkeeper, but not into the back of the net.
For the time being, the rain has eased off somewhat. The skies have brightened a little. Milner came off the top of Dallow's head, and that was just enough to carry it through.
Good starting position from the goalkeeper, actually. Onana really high. He tends to do that anyway.
Mazraoui. Ahmad.
Did I miss out
Well,
on
I talked about
anything?
Rashford's lack
I
of
hope not.
positivity in the first period. Ahmad
The score is still same.
Standing on it, it's easy to go backwards and keep possession.
Here
He wants
is
to try and take his forwards
Maguire.
on.
Mazraoui. Now
Mazraoui,
positivity.
that's a beautiful ball to Ahmad.
Inside Hinshelwood.
And whoa, that's a goal! Brilliant from Ahmad.
United's equaliser.
Damn!
Several Brighton defenders led
That's a
that ball.
beautiful, beautiful goal from Ahmad Diallo, and he's making this statement here. He's making statement on why he's picked over. He has been picked over
After a hesitant
Garnacho, who has been the main player for United.
Suddenly, Ahmad Diallo springs to life.
Well,
And what a timing from me as well, man. As I comment, Diallo
talked about
scores.
Brighton stepping up and playing a really high line. And I've said that Man United have been reluctant actually to make runs in behind. Ahmad has been keen to come to the ball, get the ball to feet, not run in behind. As soon as he does, this is what happens.
Gets past.
Cuts back inside. Bit of luck,
Oh,
the deflection
that's a
pass
brilliant
changes,
goal,
nothing
man.
to do about that. But that positivity to run in behind,
Gets
run
easily
without the
past
ball,
behind
take the
Hinshelwood,
ball on and get your shot away.
and then shoots the ball.
That was
Now, if
that from
it's
Ahmad.
going to be on goal or Ahmad's goal,
VAR still checking it.
we'll have to wait and see, but
Van Heck, who's probably the deepest,
that was definitely
we'll see.
brilliant pass. And there's
Time for trigonometry.
check per offside here. Is he offside?
And
He
the
is
green
safe, so
line
it is onside.
Good news for Manchester United.
There was a close call, but
It was Van Heck that played him on.
brilliant play from Ahmad Diallo.
It stands, and we are
That's the reason why United fans have been begging for Diallo to start over Rashford, because Rashford is good, but
It was actually Brighton that started the second half.
it feels like he's past his prime. He does not perform as good as he used to before. and
against the crossbar.
that's not good. And I'm sorry for players that I
Welbeck.
actually said not to go for Mazraoui, because I think he might have got an assist there for Diallo.
Casemiro is caught. And Manchester United have a free kick.
I had Diallo as top in
Well,
my
at the
bins,
moment, it is being officially
and if
credited
Rico
to
Lewis does not play,
Ahmad
then
Diallo.
Diallo will
This
come
gives a
in.
better indication as whether it's
That's
on
that's
target or
good
not.
for me as well.
Maybe it won't.
Oh, come on, Matt, call it.
I'd be keen to let him have the goal, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Actually, look, I mean, as best one could tell from that very quick replay, like it might have been heading straight towards the post, but the boffins will decide. But for the time being, and maybe forever, it is
Diallo once
Diallo's
again
goal, and he's
on
in
the
business
ball.
again here.
And linesman is running inside the field there.
Nips it in the bud.
Everything is happening in the game.
See from there, you'd like to see him just take his man on rather than turning back.
João
Pedro.
We now have proper official long-standing confirmation it is Ahmad Diallo's goal.
And Martinez gets the ball.
And Alejandro Garnacho is
But
short.
brilliant goal from United. Completely unexpected.
Now what does he do? Because you'd have thought that Ahmad would have been the one to come off. Now he's scored. Does he change his mind?
Brighton.
Well, the news is that it might well be Marcus Rashford that makes
Balls
way.
with Tonk. That's long ball to Minte. But Diallo is able to defend the ball, get the ball back for United. And this is where the real game starts for United, because now the game is leveled and both teams have equal probability to
So we've just seen a
win this
3-minute
game.
spell
Now
on which
United can go
afternoon
gung-ho
really hinged when
and
all is said and done.
attack with everything, and I think that is how United has to play. If
That ball actually
we didn't
comes from
score
Bruno
till
Fernandes.
88th
Just
minute,
trying to
but
have
let's see how it goes
But when
for
they
now.
step up, they've all got to step up together. As it happened, Hinshaw were dropped in, and both Ahmad and Rashford were both onside.
And Garnacho is coming in place of Rashford. This is what I wanted,
So Marcus Rashford makes way,
and it is what's happening.
and he will be warmly applauded.
Rashford
by
was not
Manchester
looking good.
United supporters who are all at that end
First
of the
half,
stadium
Diallo was
as he
bad
is
as well,
replaced by
but
the Argentine
all of a sudden in second half he
Alejandro Garnacho.
looks exceptionally sharp. His dribbling has sped up. He's making good choices. And to score from that angle as well. I mean, it was a deflection, a pretty big one at that, but
Flanked by fellow
still,
Dutchman, René Haka,
that was a
and, of
great
course,
shot
Ruud van
from
Nistelrooy.
Diallo. Great dribble from Diallo. Great pass from Mazraoui as well.
Staff in the close season out have gone Steve McLaren, Mitchell van der Gaag, Benny McCarthy, the strikers coach and the goalkeeper coach Richard Hartis. Very much a new broom.
Mainu on the ball. And here
Of course,
is
that comes with
Martinez.
executive leadership. Dan Ashworth, Jason Wilcox.
Martinez to Garnacho. First touch of the
And above them,
game
a new
here for
CEO,
Garnacho.
Omar Barada, recruited from Manchester City.
Onana.
They try and lead the Ratcliffe revolution. Rashford's
I might have forgotten to update the score. I will do that. And that's 1-1 for United in Brighton.
Menu. Dallo. Garnacho. Casemiro.
Casemiro.
Plenty of time to
Casemiro
get
goes
it
for
underway.
shot. And that's a poor one from Casemiro.
Well, they opened up
Could have
numbers
passed the ball back to
together.
Garnacho. I think that would have been the right choice, but he ended up taking shots, and Casemiro does take decent shots. So I think we should think about it positively there. And United are pressing high there. Beltman. Van der Ven.
Milner.
Minte,
Well back.
Pedro,
João Pedro.
and that's a great touch there. And here comes
And now Matoma.
Mitoma.
He's definitely been more adventurous, Hinshelwood. And of the two fullbacks, he's the one
João
who's quite happy
Pedro.
in central midfield, isn't he?
He's
Played
off
there before.
in pursuit of that as well.
Hinshelwood plays
Zirkzee.
very high line there. Just a bit too much on the ball from Xerxes. But so far the youngsters have completely changed the game, changed the flow of the game,
First Premier
because
League manager
we
to
were
be born
lacking that
after the Premier
directness
League
and the youngsters have provided us that. By youngster I mean Xerxes and Diallo, who we may know as well. Diallo has always been brilliant for United, and same is the case today as well, but let's see how this game goes, because there is still
Gilmore finds
23
Nakamura.
minutes left on the clock before injury time, of course.
Alejandro Garnacho.
Garnacho to Casemiro. Back to Diallo, and Diallo passes the ball back to Martinez. Martinez passes the ball forward to Garnacho,
Garnacho.
and it's a great ball to Diallo. Diallo passes back to Garnacho, and this is what I mean by the directness in the ball, because Garnacho just runs past players like they are not even there, passes the ball brilliantly, finds Diallo
Mainu.
in that case, and
Casemiro.
here is Casemiro.
Mainu.
Ooh, bad thoughts, bad pass from Casemiro. Maguire in the ball. Maguire to Diallo.
It's been really interesting watching Brighton without
Harry
the ball,
Maguire.
their structure. How tight it is between the back four and the forward players.
Lisandro Martinez.
Distances are really small. Not a lot of space for United
Diogo
to try and
Dalot.
play through them.
And the ball is with Onana now.
Onana. Very direct.
There, what a ball from Onana. Oh. Is that Dalot? Yeah, I mean he's
Milner.
playing very
Well
forward.
back.
And all of a sudden,
Here comes Minte
it's a
and
great
pace.
chance for Brighton.
He had
And
four
Minte
colleagues
can't
up
produce
with him.
anything in that position. Could have done better. But United was brilliant in defense. And here comes Bruno to
Now
Diallo.
Manchester United can come the other
And
way.
all of a sudden the game has begun to end.
Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno.
And Garnacho.
Nacho, come on, man.
Manchester
That's the
United
stuff that we like to see.
turning this game
The
around.
game has been completely turned around. And just like I was saying in the knee-jerk video that I made after United game, if Garnacho can make this type of this type of impact in just as a just substitute, just imagine what he can do if he gets to play 90 minutes. That's safe. And the ball back to Bruno. That is safe as well. And that's easily a goal. Does Xerxes toss the ball there?
That is, I think, the big
Hold up.
question. Is the ball over the line when it actually hits Xerxes, or does he knock it over the line? And I think that
This
Xerxes
could be offside here.
may well knock this over the line, which means this may not go in Manchester United's favour.
Come on, babe. The ball is already getting close to goal.
VAR Chris
Based on
Kavanagh
offside.
is the one scrutinising all of these pictures.
He was going for the initial ball in from Bruno Fernandes.
There was nothing Xerxes to do.
Well, the adjudication is that
He
it
just
hit
happened to
Zirkzee
be there on the path of the
when
ball.
he's in an offside position before
Not
the
enough
ball had
time
entered the
to
net,
react
and that, as
in
you
that
suggested,
position.
was the crux of it.
And it's so unfortunate because it's a brilliant counter from Manchester United. It was an inadvertent touch from Joshua Zirkzee, but it's enough for the goal to be disallowed.
And that is a considerable let-off for the home side.
He knew it.
That's
well.
quite depressing, to be honest with you.
His last touch was from
Come
that
on,
offside
man.
position. He was a bit sheepish when the ball went
No
in.
problem though. Come on, guys. We can still win this game if we play like we are doing at this moment.
Off comes the veteran Milner.
And Milner is being replaced by Baleba.
Baleba, a Cameroon international, signed from Lille in France at the start of last season.
But that's a bomber, isn't it? Because should have been a goal.
Unfortunate because Zirkzee basically was
But
doing his job.
unfortunately,
Being where he
Xerxes just
was at the
happened to
time
be
that he
there
was.
Well, he
in the
actually tried
path
to
of
get
the
on
ball.
the
I mean,
end of
he
the
does
first
not
pass in from Bruno Fernandes.
interrupt
Slightly
anybody's
tricky, then
vision,
Garnacho's effort
but
hits him on the
still.
line.
But United are looking at different beast in the second half.
Still
Could be fall there.
by Bruno Fernandes. And the Portuguese probably has reason to be grateful that the keeper didn't make more of it.
It was a good reaction
Oh, Bruno
from
nearly stole the
Jason
ball
Steele for Bruno
right
Fernandes.
from the
Just
feet of
getting on with his
Steele.
job.
Could have been brilliant steal from Bruno,
Feldman.
but ah man, that goal is a bomber. I hope we do score
Gilmore.
another one because
João
United are
Pedro.
looking a brilliant threat. And here comes
Sad
Garnacho once
Manchester
again on the
United
ball.
counter with Garnacho.
No one to support him. Garnacho passes it back to Bruno. Bruno to
Casemiro.
Casemiro. Casemiro passes the back ball to Dallo. And here is Kobe Mainu. Martinez.
Martinez. Minte.
And Minte
Free for
is
company this time.
going ahead with the ball. That's a brilliant tackle from
Right leg.
It's a
Harry
brilliant
Maguire.
chance from Harry Maguire.
Saved United there
Seems to
because
force runs down that right-hand
had
side.
Welbeck
Dallo's
got
done
into the
really well
ball,
against
it
him.
would have been a
But he's got some pace.
difficult situation to deal with for Manchester United.
Gilmore. Minte.
Gilmore,
Freeing himself.
Minte,
João Pedro.
Pedro.
In went Welbeck. There was a challenge on.
How is that a fall? He clearly got the ball there. Ah, come on, he's making a meal out of it. It was nothing. He barely even
Yellow card of the
grazed
afternoon.
him. Forget about tackling him. Shouldn't have been a corner. Should have been yellow carded. Instead, I'm talking about Welbeck here. Should have been yellow carded for the dive. And they see the scary position. They do have
Billy Gilmore has shown an
good
interest.
free kick taker.
So is Yankuba
I'm
Minte.
talking about Brighton here.
Manchester United will be relieved that Pascal
It
Gross
will
is no longer
probably
in the
be
mix.
Gilmore.
Set-piece specialist of yesteryear for Brighton, who scored 7 Premier League goals against Manchester United before departing in the summer to Dortmund.
Yeah, what a player.
Yeah, I
He's
think it
been
will
for
be
Brighton.
Gilmore. Will be taking the free kick.
Top Premier League goal scorer for them.
Bought for
United
53
has some
million
might in
pounds.
that wall, but
Billy
let's see
Gilmore
what
has never
happens
scored
here.
for Brighton. It's the full wall plus rear draft excluder from the visitors.
Even more with the free kick,
Gilmore,
and the ball is blocked by Wall.
Hinshelwood. Lewis Dunker stayed forward, and
Oh,
the header came in
it
next
was
to
a
him
good
from João Pedro.
cross
Avoided
from
his job. It was a big
Beltman,
ball
but
as well.
well dealt with by United defense.
May just have been me, Matt, but it looked quite a mobile wall as well. It didn't look anything like 10 yards by the time the kick was taken.
I was about to say something similar, actually.
That's a cynical fall
It
from
didn't
Mainu.
look like 10 when the ball was hit.
But it was not worthy of yellow card there. I
Now a
mean,
flurry of yellows.
ref is strong here. I have no words for him. Made two poor decisions. There was a tactical foul from Mainu, and that's about it.
Bobby Mainu having his name taken. And that
De Ligt
was
is
a
coming
prelude
in.
to one substitution for Brighton and two
Maybe
for
for
Manchester United.
De Ligt. And who's that? Is that McTominay? Yeah, I think it's McTominay will be coming in as well. Will he replace? Got no idea.
Enciso is the player coming on for Brighton and Hove Albion, Paraguayan international. And Danny Welbeck is the player making way with a smile and a wave, and the applause reciprocated.
And why wouldn't you when you've just scored your 100th club goal and against the team where it all started?
Still an influence at nearly 34, and he's replaced by 20-year-old Julio
Enciso is coming in for Brighton as well.
And the pantomime villain.
And Bruno is going out.
And most other grounds that Manchester United visit. Bruno Fernandes is replaced by Scott McTominay.
I've got no idea why
And it's
Bruno is
the
being
Yeoman Harry
substituted, but
Maguire who comes off to be replaced by Matthijs de Ligt.
I hope United wins this game. Bruno is instrumental player in United's midfield, and not having him might deal a blow for United. But I've got no idea what Ten Hag is cooking up here.
João Pedro.
Oh,
Nana, in the end, deemed to be in control of the situation. And he bowls it out
not
to
the best
Scott
tackle there,
McTominay.
but
His future has been in some doubt during the
McTominay
transfer window.
running ahead with the
Possible
ball.
bids from Fulham, interest from Napoli.
He has one throw in for United
Goal scorer
there.
last season, though, and enjoys playing a little bit higher up. Obviously
And
replacing Bruno Fernandes.
I mean,
Will have
when I
license
was
to get himself
talking
into the
about
box.
United team lacking energy, there are not many players that provide as much energy, as much physicality than
Manchester United welcome
McTominay in
Liverpool.
entire league. Not just United, I'm talking about entire league here. Someone like Declan
And
Rice,
it's the international
who
break.
gives his all every single game.
Steele comes out. And that's so tellingly.
Nah, I
Imperative
mean,
with a high
his
line, the
technical
goalkeeper
ability is
starts high.
iffy, even
After
when
Brugge's
worded
been out injured
properly,
since
but
the Euros, he's expected to make his return in the League Cup tie here against Crawley on Tuesday.
he's a great player.
Gilmore, Matoma,
And Rico Lewis is
Delete.
playing for City. So,
Zirkzee.
and Savinho is starting as well. Oh wow,
Clearly
3-2-4-1 formation.
clearly enough that the flag
Okay,
is headed
playing with
away.
two wing backs there. I believe Rico Lewis will play as a wing back.
And he's trying to make the run forward for
He
Zirkzee.
was quite a threat going forward as well.
Never quite under control for him, and by the time the ball did come, he was a yard off.
Enciso.
Quite open though with 10 minutes to go.
United
Both
are
sides looking and
playing
searching
very,
for a
very
winner.
slow build-up game, and I don't like this. We need a bit more energy in the game. This is not looking good for us.
Deemed a foul by Matoma.
And this was the equaliser.
And Diallo playing 90 minutes is good thing
Running in
because
behind.
we need him
Hasn't done that often enough, but
all season long.
did it to good
He has
effect
been
on that
good.
occasion.
Made few mistakes here and there, but apart from those mistakes, he's still growing. So I think that's a good thing for United, for future of United as well.
He was committed to this. Onana
Onana nearly
under pressure.
made a mistake
Tried to
there.
give the ball away, and on the stretch he does get the ball.
And you know what? I mean, after game against Liverpool, I think United has quite easy fixtures. Let's see. So after Liverpool, they play against Southampton
His kick, De Ligt
and
rising.
then Crystal Palace, which I am expecting to win,
Another corner.
to be won by United. Then we have
Brighton have
Spurs.
been
This
keen
could
from
be
these corners to flood the
a
six
bit of a
yard box,
difficult
put the
game.
ball on top of the goalkeeper,
Aston
and
Villa
attack
did
it.
not look that good, but they are still a brilliant side.
Just a word on Ahmad's
And then
celebration. It was
United
a nod
has
to his
easier fixtures.
stepmother who sadly passed away just yesterday. Glance
Okay,
skywars.
so from starting game wicket, that's
Billy Gilmore.
that's the
Here
game
comes
week.
Onana.
I might play wild card. I have not thought about it yet, but after game wicket, lot of fixtures switches for different team, and United coming forward,
He was onside that time,
but
going
to
out
no
just
avail.
inside his own half when the ball was
So
played.
yeah, we can target United players after game wicket. Even if we want to buy players like Mazraoui or Dalot or even Bruno and Garnacho, then I think buying them after game wicket is quite good decision. And from what I am seeing in fixtures, I think there will be some price fluctuations.
Are we about right at 1-1?
Price of United is decreasing
we probably
in
are.
game week 3
It's-
because for past few seasons we have
sides have
not
had their
looked good
moments in the
against
game.
Liverpool. I don't think if that's the case this
Draw
season
feels
because
about right.
both United and
not the
Liverpool
same
have
opening
gone
as a draw.
through some major changes in the team. Klopp
United
left
thought they'd
Liverpool,
come close to
who
finding a
was
winner.
instrumental in developing that
Couldn't have come much
United
closer,
side,
could they?
and replacing such a legendary manager
I
is
don't think he's
is not a
deliberately
good
trying to hit the ball,
is
but
not an
it
easy
does
thing
hit
to
him on the
do.
line and he's in offside position, so that's the
I
decision.
still think Arne Slot is a good man, a right man for Liverpool, but we will have to wait and see for that. They look brilliant against Ipswich, but Ipswich are just a newly promoted side, so that's not enough. They have to play against some stronger sides. Ooh, that was nearly a goal from Garnacho. Struck the post there.
Garnacho's been positive
Keeper
since
didn't
he
even
came on. He's looking
expect
to take
that
his
to
fullback on.
hit the crossbar. And that's a corner for United. And Amad Diallo is taking corner. So he's part of set pieces as well. You know what? I think Amad for 5 million is one of the best players that you can target apart from Rogers, of course, who played good minutes for Aston Villa last game. That's a good corner, but no one to head the ball. Ball back with Garnacho. Garnacho to Diallo. Mazraoui. Back to Onana. And this is what I'm talking about when I say United plays a very slow build-up game, but oh, could have been a better ball from Onana, but that's a difficult ball to pull off. Nearly found Diallo there. But once again, slow build-up from United, slow passes, not passing the correct person, not making the right choices. That has hurt United this game. United should have scored or made a few more chances. Oh, Brighton look threat whenever they go forward with the ball. Pedro to Minte. Pedro. And that's a good good pass to Garnacho from McTominay.
McTominay's interested in getting it back. It's gone the other way though.
Ah, that's a bad ball from Garnacho.
I think McTominay
He
threw the
wanted
ball as well.
to find Ahmad there, but
Midfield and into the space.
ball is a bit high. Maybe Ahmed should have stayed wider. He was coming towards the goal post there. Had it had he been a bit wider, then he would have gotten the ball. But here comes Brighton. Encisa with the touch, but that was a poor touch. And what a ball from McTominay. McTominay has made some good impact in this game as a substitute. I think that was the right choice made by Ten Hag. And here comes Minte. Oh, could have been a ball, but not given.
It's a pleasing desire from both sides
Joao Pedro.
to try and win this game. There's no holding on
Pedro
what
to
they
Minte. That's a good position to cross the ball, but
have. Minte.
Minte ends up
Yeah,
making
made
mess
most
of it.
that. Played a really good advantage
And
referee
Onana
called
gets
for
the
as
ball.
well, 'cause Casemiro looked like he'd committed a foul in the middle of the pitch, allowed Brighton to continue.
Here is Casemiro on the ball. Garnacho. Dalot. Dalot to Delict. Onana.
Brighton
De Ligt
fans will
once
shortly be
again.
getting a glimpse of their club record signing, Jorginho Rutter. It's going to come on as
I
part
don't
of
see that
both
hunger from
triple
United
change.
anymore. I think they are who are to dribble from Mainu. And that's a bad ball from Ahmad once again.
Enciso.
What a tackle. And that's a foul.
Hecker and Martinez coming together, and Casemiro doing well to get betwixt and between. Yellow
And
card
Van
or
Eke has been
down
yellow
foul
carded
Van
there.
Hecker.
He's had an excellent game, Van Hecker. That's not a great
I
challenge
mean,
on
that's
Lisandro
clearly a
Martinez, but
foul,
he's
and
been
he still
committed.
has the audacity
Dealt
to
well with the 1v1s.
make meal out of it.
Pace,
He jumped over
two
Martinez
players
there,
that take a step backwards.
and Casemiro. It's funny to see Casemiro diffusing the situation there.
So here come the three Brighton changes, plus one for Manchester United. Coming on, Yassin Ayari,
And Billy Gilmore
Simon
is being
Khedira,
substituted,
and the new man from Leeds, Jorginho Rutter.
and
Billy Gilmore, the
is
first to make
is he
way.
a new signing
Yankuba
there?
Minte, the second.
Okay, Mitoma, Minte, and Gilmore are going out for Adingra, Ruche, and Ayari. Yassin Ayari is a new addition to the team for Brighton team, and it's just about a minute or two left
Anthony for Ahmad.
for United to make a comeback here, to win here, and Anthony is coming in. That's a lesson right there.
And we are now expecting 7 extra minutes, yet to be officially confirmed. Anthony straight into the action.
Garnacho.
And keeping it alive.
Ooh, what a cross there.
Mazraoui, Casemiro.
Casemiro!
Casemiro claiming a handball.
Was there a handball there?
May well have hit an
No
arm.
idea.
Very close proximity.
But still, that's 7 added minutes for United to change this game. And Onana. And after the added time, I think there's a bit more urge to go forward by United. Onana goes for a long ball here. What a toss from McTominay. But he ends up losing the ball.
Down to just catching up on things, really. We've known it
Lewis Dunk.
7 minutes for quite a while.
Dunk passes the ball to Minte. Minte was substituted here. What a cross that is. Missed the ball completely there.
Hinshelwood. Bundled over by Mazraoui.
Hinshelwood.
Taken
And he's been fouled there. Free kick for Brighton
Not quite
in
the right
a
position.
dangerous position.
Wanted it a little closer to the touchline.
Half distance cross from here can be converted to goal. And Enciso is going to take the corner. Take the free kick.
First half was a little plain, the second half
Zulio and Siso.
They may not yet have seen the whole script. Enciso. McTominay's head.
That was the dangerous cross, but United deals with it fine. And here is a shot from outside the box, but that's been blocked. And Sisu on the ball. Dunk.
Adingra.
That goal from Garnacho that was tossed by Xerxes. It has impact. It has made a big impact all of a sudden. I mean, I know Xerxes will be criticized by a lot of pundits and a lot of United fans, but there was nothing Xerxes could do. Even for the ball when Diallo crossed the ball. Oh, that was a good shot from Enciso, but thank goodness it was not on target.
Well, the introduction of fresh legs, fresh energy, just giving Brighton a little boost. There's a decent strike from distance.
There was half decent
Goalkeeper
strike,
had
but
it covered.
ball was not under control for Enciso there. What it was from Diallo, but he can't control the ball.
Feltman. Ruta. Enciso. Plenty of Brighton purpose here. With the corner.
Great tackle from Delict. It's nice to see him in the team.
Block from Matthijs de Ligt.
He already looks to be better than Maguire.
Follow through. But it was
He's
good
still a new
decision to
player.
set back.
He still has to settle in the team, but
Subs for Brighton, just giving them a
so
little
far so
boost.
good. He's playing with his Ajax team as well. The Ajax team that reached Champions League semi-final. And we can see why there is that deep into Champions League, because these teams looks to be phenomenal. I mean, no words.
Hecker.
This
Ayari,
partnership, I
Adingra
mean.
again. Big chance.
Oh.
João Pedro with one
United has
straight
conceded a
right
goal, and that's a nail to the coffin. And not the timing as well, man. I was praising partnership of Martinez and De Ligt, and right then
Disbelief
Brighton
in the
scores.
disbelief amongst the Manchester United players.
Extremely disappointing game for United. No words for it, especially when we have to play against Liverpool
Corner, I say they try and crowd that 6-yard
next
box.
game week. I mean, it's a home game,
They back off, they back
thankfully,
off. João Pedro's
because
well
playing in
offside.
Anfield is always tough,
Nobody picking him
no
up.
matter which team.
It's a fairly simple header to guide it into that far
But that
corner.
cross should have been dealt with.
From Adingra.
I mean, what is Dallo doing? Dallo should have been marking Enciso or
Looks as though Brighton have got back on 3 points again.
completely chaos in the box.
For the young manager.
Not good for United there. And the game is gone.
Brighton won this fixture with a goal in the 99th minute. Alexis
The
with
game
Juventus penalty.
is lost.
Today, the decisive moment appears to have
I don't
arrived
even
in
want to
the
continue
95th
this stream anymore.
with that João Pedro header.
Absolute shit housery there.
Player who scored his first
João
ever Premier
Pedro
League
scores the
on
goal.
Watford against Manchester United in a thumping win at Vicarage Road that proved to be a farewell for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
I mean, there is still a chance
This time
we
it's a goal that may
draw the
see
game.
two clouds
Maybe
gathering
United will go
over Eric
for
Ten
attack
Hag.
because there is nothing to save anymore, honestly.
There's
So
not too much latitude
might as well
for
go
Manchester
Gongo
United's manager.
attack.
Having
It
escaped
was
the
saying that we
exit
might
only
even consider
marginally
another
in
goal.
the summer.
Ooh,
Largely it would seem because
It
of
was-
that win in the FA Cup final. Anthony, that was rather gratuitous.
Come on, man. Get this player out of the team. Anthony is not suited to play for United.
Could easily have found a winner themselves. Xerxes inadvertently.
Xerxes will be criticised, but I don't think he should be. There was nothing he could do. It was like one of those handballs, where if defenders don't have enough time to react, then handball is not given. Then why the hell is offside given in similar position? I don't understand this. And as always, VAR has fucked us up.
Believer. And reward for the changes of a bold head coach and for sheer persistence.
The game is gone already. Honestly, Brighton were a bit lucky with everything. With attack, how the deflection ended up in their feet and how the goal was disallowed. Yeah, that's time. Disappointing game by United. I hope we'll make a comeback against Liverpool. And was saying that. Peace out, guys. See you in next video. Thank you for watching this stream. If you have not liked this stream, then please press that like button, and if you have not subscribed, then please subscribe. It will help me a lot. Yeah, thank you for watching.